Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bicklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Donovan Service, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, Minding the Gap, Myers Brothers, Packer Fastener, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to the Buccaneers Arena here in Urbandale, Iowa. Joel Becker along with Mike Curry sitting in for Homer Scabona this weekend as the Jets getting set to take on the Des Moines Capitals over this weekend. It should be a good test for this Jets team, I think, going into this weekend after a relatively easy weekend last weekend against Bogie.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good test for both the games, Joel. And I'm happy to be back with you. It kind of reminds me of the old days.
It's been a while. I'm looking forward to getting a chance to work with you this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. This JV squad has got their work cut out for them this year. They kind of go into the season already with their backs against the wall because of the fact, of course, that being moved from the Western Division to the Central, we basically have a very tough schedule when compared perhaps to, say, three of the other teams in the league in Sioux City, Omaha, and Lincoln.
Well, yeah, I agree with that, but you have to realize our JV philosophy is just developing players and everybody plays.
So, yeah, and it definitely has been that kind of a season, and Radoslav Ilo, the coach, takes a lot of pride as that goes out of play right off the draw here. Underway in this first period, and Rado takes a lot of pride in being a good development coach for this JV squad, and so it definitely eventually will bear fruit.
And if you notice, year after year, we got some JV teams. You think they struggle a little bit, but when they get up their junior and senior years, we become, and not being too braggadocious, dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes a huge difference. Camden Krugel, by the way, getting the start in net for the Jets. Looks like it's Zach Alford over on the other side for the Capitals. Just underway here in this first period of play. And the Jets in front with it. I'll be curious to see if after this last weekend against Bogie, that one went right to the side of the net off the stick of Jackson Riggs. And had to be pretty alert there, did Zach Alford. But I'll be curious to see whether or not, playing against Bogie might help them find the back of the net.
And I've always been a big, a critic of games like that. But I think this group needed that game. Yeah. I think it's going to help them. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think this Des Moines JV bunch has lost a game.
No, I don't think either one of them have the either varsity or JV.
No, I think the varsities lost two. One was a shootout loss.
Okay. Working quickly here. We've only played a couple of minutes. Actually, not even that. Minute and 13 seconds here of the first period. Both teams with a chance. And the Capitals try and work in. This is Omvig with it. In on goal, sends it across. And boy, that was a good defensive play by the Jets and Amon, as Micah was able to keep him from getting a stick. It would have just been an easy tap in. Puck comes out to center ice. We talk a little bit about the fact that you and I have been doing this for a very, very long time.
Very long time.
And I'm sure you remember all the 1-0 games that we played in JV, particularly against this Capitals team.
I do.
It seemed like every year there was a couple of those.
And I hope this evening we don't bore most of our listeners and the new people going back and reminiscing about old names and old players who they won't even recognize. And to you and I, it's like yesterday.
Yep, absolutely. Jets try and play it into the zone. Shivig was over there in the general area, couldn't keep it in. Jets changing behind the play, and going back for it is Donovan in his own zone. He'll play it out to the near side. Comes up the near boards, and Corin able to play it down. It's going to actually go on net, so no icing here. And now it's picked up again by Corin. He'll go into the near corner, pull up to try and make a play. He's double teamed, had it taken away, and now the Capitals work it out to center ice. Into the zone, and or I should say it might have been Augustine over there for the Capitals who played it up ahead. Boy, big hit over there by Jackson Omvig on the Jets' Corin. In the meantime, puck comes back into the Jets' end. That breakout pass by Chucky was broken up, and now Toit the other way. This is the difficult to pronounce defensive pairing.
It is.
Chucky and Toit.
I'm not even going to try.
Coming back the other way, though. And Reed tried to put it on goal. That was blocked to the defense. Comes in cross corner. Jets will break it up. Comes up the near side boards. It's poked ahead by Norman. Olmvig knocks it down. Comes in front. Jets cleared out of harm's way, and it comes out to center ice. Played 3 minutes and 40 seconds here of this first period. Still scoreless at Buccaneers Arena in Des Moines. We're going to see a steady dose of Des Moines the next couple of weeks. First the Capitals, then the Oak Leaves. And Riggs tried to play it in front. That was broken up. Kept in, though. And the shot by Ekton was blocked at the defense, and the Capitals able to get it out to center ice. Riggs over there trying to work it free. Now comes loose. Austin. He played it across, kind of a dangerous pass, but they make it work. Norman tried to play it ahead on right wing. That pass was a little behind the intended target and probably a little ill-advised anyway. And now back behind the net. It's picked up by Zach West. He played it around on the far side. They'll get it out ahead to center ice. Austin there to pick it off for the Jets. Ekton ahead. That went off a Capital player, and Austin again up ahead for Udvodich. Good to see Kale back on the ice, or Cash I should say, back on the ice as he was sick last weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
At least that's what I heard.
I'll tell you what's good is to see Udvodich in the program, and all the Udvodich family has done for hockey in Kansas City. It's just so good to see him. And Mike, Matt, Mason were such good players. And
I ran into Mark last weekend talking about reminiscing.
yeah. Mark and Geenan have been so good for hockey, actually. And such good people.
Yeah.
And we're just lucky to have them in our community.
Mark and I were teammates it was either last year or the year before on the Blues.
Oh, really?
On the Blues Sea Gold team, yeah. It was a lot of fun, actually. I had a good time on that team. It was fun playing some good hockey for a change.
Again, that's just such a good family from top to bottom.
Puck in the Jets' end. It is taken away there by Tatarsky. He plays it ahead, and unfortunately Udvodich couldn't get control of the puck, but along the far boards they'll try and work it free as 5 players in the general vicinity, and it'll squirt loose. Corin just played it into the pile, and now it's sent back to the Jets line. Amon with it. He'll send it across to his defensive partner. And Donovan up ahead, goes off a stick and down all the way, actually came right in front. And now it's covered up by Alford, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 6:10 into this first period of play, still scoreless here from Buccaneers Arena. And, again, the Jets JV team holding their own just fine against an undefeated Capitals team.
So far, it doesn't look bad.
Offensive face-off. Puck goes into the corner. They ring it around far side. Toit couldn't get a stick on it. Coming back the other way. This is Reed with the puck. He'll walk toward the middle. Reed, a shot and a glove save by Krugel, and he will hang on. Did see that one all the way. Went down a little earlier than I would have liked, but made the catch. And hey, if it works. This time it'll be an offensive face-off for the Capitals, though, to the right of Camden Krugel. Capitals try and go ahead with it. Ekton broke it up, send it across. Puck along the near boards. It comes loose, but it's taken there now by the Jets, and Crab. He had his pocket pick. They center one. Jets break it up. And it's sent down the ice. No icing as it went off of a Capitals player. It actually went on net anyway. And then Henley over there, he lost it. Corin tried to center it. That hit a leg. Comes up the near side boards, and the Capitals get it to the line, but not out. It's kept in by Austin. He gave it right to the Capitals, though, and they able to clear it back into the Jets' end. And then a stretch pass is just a little too far for Corin, and that'll be an icing call. So about halfway through the first period at this point. They do keep it cold in here, don't they?
Oh my gosh.
Although it's not like the ice box. Although it's even.
I don't know. They're giving it a run.
They are. The difference is that in the ice box, we're like right under a vent.
Yeah.
And it's even worse. Back behind the net. Puck now in the corner. It's taken there by Logsdon for the Capitals. Now back out toward the point. A shot and a stick save by Krugel. Rebound. And he made the save on that as well. A little bit of a scramble, and he covers up. Near the side of the net. We'll get a whistle and a face-off. 7.5. We're exactly at the halfway point of this first period.
Yeah, just after watching this first half, the first period, I can see why the Capitals JV teams got the record they got.
They're always a good team.
Yeah.
Tend to play a 5-man game as well, which is helpful, especially at the JV level. Norman with the puck for Kansas City, comes out to the point. Long shot. Oh, bounced in on goal off the stick of Will Reed. And Krugel had to be very alert there, was able to block her away. Norman sent it ahead. Now it's up against the boards. Puck comes loose back of the net. Taken there by Omvik. Into the corner. Jets can't clear it. Donovan pushes a man down. He's going to get a penalty. It's going to be a cross check. He didn't push him from behind. That was not the most egregious cross check I've ever seen, but it looks like the Capitals will get the first shot on the power play.
Yeah, you got to call it, though.
Yeah. So we'll see Zach's penalty kill unit. Had a chance to talk to your boy before this game started, Zach Curry, the assistant coach. We'll have that interview in the second period intermission for those who want to schedule watching that.
Did he say anything worth hearing?
Sure, of course. So power play here for the Capitals. Oh, a screenshot that was deflected, and Krugel able to work it aside. Man advantage for Des Moines. Puck in the far side corner, now half board, sent out across. It's taken there by Reed. He'll play it on the half board zone. Bigger cross and a one-timer and a good save. Didn't get all of it on that one-time attempt. And so we will get a face-off. Trying to see who that was who took the shot. Looks like it was maybe Barons. One of them. You know, that's the other thing. We were talking about reminiscing or whatever, that you know, when we play teams like the Capitals, you're going to hear names that you're used to because of older brothers or cousins or whatever, like Omvik, for example.
You know, we've got a lot of that too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love it.
Oh, another screenshot saved by Krugel. Rebound, and the Jets able to get it out to center ice. Corin shorthanded and takes a hit along the side boards. He's able to keep up with it, though. Comes back out toward the point. Norman will just ring it around. We're down to 53 seconds to go in the man advantage. Good penalty killing here by the Jets. They get it out to center ice. Norman knocked it down for a moment, but it's carried on by Way. He got into the zone. That play looked like it might have been offsides, but it doesn't matter because the Jets clear it out anyway. And now we get a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty on Moines, I believe. That may be a too many men penalty. I could be wrong, but I think when Ryan Logan came on, I think he may have come on a little too quickly and played the puck while they still had 6 guys on the ice. So
I didn't see the indication.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it was a too many players. We'll wait for the
Or not.
Yeah, we'll wait for the announcement on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 39 seconds. And then the Jets will actually get a power play for the first time. And off the draw, they have it Nicholson. He centered it. Nobody there for the Jets. Comes out to the point. Austin kept it in. I'll say we'll wait for the announcement. I couldn't hear a word. Could you? Shot goes wide.
I don't hear great anyway.
Oh, nice redirect and a good save. That time by Alford. 15 seconds of 4-on-4. Right now, Nelson with the puck. He works in for the Capitals shot. He put that one wide off the sideboards. Now back of the net. 5 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. And the Capitals now shorthanded. They give up the puck. Jets will try and set up a power play. Des Moines 0 for 1. Jets getting their first opportunity with the man advantage. It's a short one. They only have 68 seconds. They do get it into the zone. Back for it is West for the Capitals. And he'll find a lane. He did get it off a glove and out to center ice. Ekton knocked it down and sent it across for Norman, who's playing a point here on this power play. Now skating with the puck, Nicholson tried to get it ahead. And that one didn't go so well for Kansas City, and Ekton will have to go back for it. 39 seconds to go in the man advantage. Ekton, oh, he lost it. Cron with it for the Capitals and taken away from him, and now the Jets will try and break out again. In the middle, Nicholson.
Oh.
That was picked off by Omvig. Now along the far boards, they'll just dump it in, and they might have a chance for one more rush here, but
I'd like to see him skate it down more than feel so compelled to ticky-tack it back and forth. There we go.
And Norman does reach the red line and dump it in. It goes on goal, though, and Alford covers up, and we'll get a whistle on the faceoff. 6 seconds left to go in the man advantage, so if they can win the draw, they might have one little chance here. But otherwise, both teams will be 0 for 1.
The most dangerous part of a play like this is the guy coming out of the box.
Yes, you got to be careful. And they're going to try a late change, but it looks like the officials aren't going to let them do it. So Nicholson will come back out and take the draw and get kicked out of the faceoff zone. Brenneman won the draw, though. Back to Nicholson, top of the circle, played it in front. Amon tries to pinch in. He tried to get it in front. Penalty's over. Jets still dangerous. Comes right in front, though. It was taken by Omvig away from the front of the net. Now comes into the near corner. Capitals played out to center. Amon knocked it down. Puck loose in the neutral zone, and Brenneman will dump it in, head to the bench to change up. 3:15 to go here, first period. Scoreless game from Buccaneers Arena. Uvodich all over his man down, but they get it out to center ice. Capitals will try and work in. Logsdon left it there. Omvig played it in front. That pass failed to click. Jets, and it'll come out to center ice. Backhand lead pass, Shibik. He'll try and work in with a step. He's 1-on-4. Backhand shot. Didn't get much on it. And Alford made the easy catch and hangs on for the faceoff. 2:44 to go. No idea what the shots are. They don't put that on the scoreboard here. But I'd say it's relatively even. Off the face-off.
Obviously, our best chance on this is the low-scoring game.
And Chucky, oh, that's offsides. That was offsides, but they didn't call it. Luckily, the Jets were able to break it up. Might have had to use our coach's challenge. Puck goes all the way back in the net. Nice little poke check. It comes in front. Shot, score! Shibik. And the Jets take a 1-0 lead. It's a great little counter there for Kansas City. And
yeah, show this replay.
Just for fun, I want to show everybody the fact that it was offsides, because watch here. Okay, so the puck's there. He goes into the zone, see? So he is in the zone without possession of the puck.
But it works out. He gets trapped
so that
in the
is
zone.
very much offsides, but it goes in, and then the Jets were able to poke it ahead and come back the other way. And again, it was a good job as Crabb just played it in the corner, and then he gets it again, centers it to Shibig with the one-timer for the 1-0 lead for Kansas City. So good job all the way around for the JVers as the puck now comes back into the Kansas City end. So they lead at 1-0. We're down to just under 2 minutes to go. Trying to listen to hear what they called it. It was Shibig from Crabb.
It's not very clear.
Yeah. I just know that for whatever reason, Skibbs is always.
Oh, yeah, he'll get it.
Well, yeah, but he's always, so concerned about making sure that everybody gets what they're supposed to. So he told me earlier if we saw anything to make sure we let him know. So, but I need to know what they have.
I'm looking between periods. I would like to see the replay because the minute I glance down at my phone for college football, we score. Maybe I need to turn that thing off.
Okay.
Or maybe I need to keep glancing at it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, hey, if it works, down to the last minute of play here in this first period. Jets with the 1-0 lead. Puck goes on to the far side. They ring it around near side to the Capitals. Comes up the near side board. Norman couldn't get a stick on it. Goes down low. Back of the net. Donovan over there, and now Norman played it to the far side, still right behind the cage. We're down to half a minute to go in the period. Jets pick it up, and it played off a shoulder. It was kept in. Good play by Zach West. Hit at the dot, a shot. That was stopped to the defense by Donovan. Comes back out toward the point. West will send it back down low. It goes all the way around to the near side. West got his own shot, and then Amon gave him a hard hit in the chest, and the Jets ice the puck. We will get a whistle and a stop with 8.1 seconds left to go. So since we have a second here, I'll show you a replay. How's that?
Okay.
So here's the replay of the whole play. It starts with the offsides. They don't call it. And then it comes right back the other direction.
Look how many people they got caught back because of that.
It worked out well for us. So that was Crabb with the puck. He gets it away right there. That was a nice little poke.
Boom. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, by the way, Filing should have gotten an assist on that. I don't know if he did.
Well.
For whatever it's worth.
We'll get it down to Skibbs.
So that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds, and the first period comes to a close. The Jets get the only goal. They lead it 1-0 after 15 minutes of hockey. We will take a quick break and then come back for the second period right after this on the Jets Hockey Network. JHN.
Ruben Beeler is on the trail again. 13 people are dead from the savage poisoning of a church well at the zealous hands of a vengeful old woman. With warrants in hand for murder and flight to avoid prosecution, Ruben, Homer Poteet, and Marshal Marion Daniels take to the trail of Blanche Boggs. She's crossed the Mississippi River into the primitive wilds of southern Illinois to return to her old home place. Back among friends and family, Blanche knows she's safe. She's not. Nobody is on the Killdeer Trail.
Killdeer Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
To Buccaneers Arena, Joel Becker and Mike Curry. Kansas City Jets, Des Moines Capitals. Jets have the 1-0 lead after one period of play. It was a pretty impressive 15 minutes, I thought.
I thought it was great. I thought this has exceeded my expectation. I just hope they keep it up.
Yeah.
This would be huge for this group.
Absolutely. So the Jets did get the one goal late. Shibig with the goal, and it should have been from Crabb and Filing. Teams change end for the second period, and we're underway.
This is the most intensity I've seen from these guys all year.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I agree with you that I thought it was the weekend against Boji was something that this team needed.
Or that this group needed, yeah.
In particular, just if for nothing else, to kind of give them a little confidence. Oh, puck in front, backhand shot just wide. Jets got a little bit lucky there.
Yeah, we got away with one there.
And now it does come out to center and into the Capitals' end. They break it up, but they shot it into the Jets' bench. So a couple of lucky breaks there for Kansas City starting off here in this second period. Somebody needs to let their clock guy know that it's the second period.
Yeah. Kansas up on Colorado now by 16.
Wow. Dion will be very disappointed. Off the draw. Jets trying to keep it in the offensive zone here. And from the point, a shot, and that went off the leg of a defenseman of the Capitals, and now he plays it out to center ice. That was way. Goes into the zone. Omvig, and a shot, and a save by Krugel, and he was able to cover it up. That was an impressive drive there by Jackson Omvig. Just, you know, fighting off the defense, and didn't get a whole lot on the shot, but, the fact that he got it at all was pretty good.
This Capital group to me looks like they have some pretty good skaters.
They do. Off the face-off, Ways shot off the end boards. Amon over in the corner. Plays it up the boards. Capitals knock it down over there on the far boards. Now puck goes into the corner. Amon takes his man down. They played up that board, but not out. Kept in at the line. A shot right on. Save Krugel. Amon with the rebound. He can't clear it either. Comes to the line. Not out. Shot goes into the corner. Jets clear it, and they are willing to just slap it down the ice. Not going to go far enough for icing, though. And all the way back to it west, he almost had his pocket picked, and he almost got hooked as well. As Jackson Riggs over there trying to work hard with it. We've played 1:40 seconds here of the second period. Jets on top 1-0. Trying to hand the Capitals their first loss as a JV team. Smith plays it up the boards, can't get it out, and a long shot there off the stick of Nelson goes wide off the end boards. And the Jets get it out to center ice. Nelson again. Off the far side boards, it's taken there. Opp tried to play it in front. He had it poked away at the last second. Then Jets make a mistake there as they played it across the middle of the ice in their defensive zone, and that was broken up. Luckily, the Capitals couldn't get a good scoring opportunity, and Toit will just send it the length of the ice. Needed a break, it looked like, and so Wilson just went ahead and iced it so that the forwards could change.
Yeah.
Although
I wonder how much longer they're going to let this go in high school on icings where they're going to allow changes. I see that as an impending rule change.
Well, we've talked about it for 2 or 3 years, me and Skibbs and whatnot. I think that at this level or above, they should. Boy, puck right in front. Backhand attempt, but that was blocked away. Omvig in the corner with it. He was taken to the boards. Nicholson tried to play it behind the net. That was broken up. Omvig again plays it back out right point. Long shot hit traffic and never got through, and out to center ice. Jets poke it ahead as Tatursky got it into the zone. Got it deep but couldn't get to the puck. Now it's played up the far boards, kept in at the point, but then the Capitals do poke it out to center. 3 minutes into this second period. Puck dumped in after Fort filing. He gets hit. West trying to play it up the far boards. Filing over there as well. Tatursky trying to lend a hand. And it comes loose, and the Capitals get out to center ice. They'll just dump it. This is not going to be an icing call. Yeah, it goes the length of the ice. He was, all he had to do was take one more step. But anyway, getting back to what you were talking about, the only thing that's in any way a problem for the idea of no changes on icing is the difficulty from a logistical standpoint, that you don't always have the personnel to figure out who was on the ice and who wasn't.
And it's a lot to expect of a two-man system to always catch that.
Right. But at this level, with this league, that is something that the league could definitely do. Side of the net, Cale Smith couldn't get a stick on it. But, like I said, I'm all for that. And I think it's good for development, too. Puck in the middle. Jets do get it back out to center ice. Knocked down there by Reed. Capitals get it in the zone. Jets take it right back out. Right wing Riggs. He's got a step. He'll work into the zone. All the way back of the net. Comes out the far side. Plays it back out to the left point. Austin sends it down low. Riggs. He had Smith in front. Instead, he got it to Norman, but he couldn't do anything with it. Comes around the near side. Picked up there by Logsdon. He'll get it to the point. Ekton knocked it down. Smith again. And he can't really gain possession of the puck, and the Capitals take over, and they'll get out to center ice. Trying to work into the Jets end. Ekton back, helped to break that up. Goes back in the net. Logsdon tried to center it. That hit a leg. He gets it back, though. Backhand shot goes wide. And the rebound in the corner. From behind the net, they center it. Nobody there, though, for the Capitals. Then a bouncing puck ends up going wide of the goal. And the Jets pick it up, and here's Riggs. Back the other way. He'll just dump it down. Head to the bench for the change. Norman couldn't catch up to it, and the Capitals come back the other way. That headman pass for Logan was a little too far ahead, and a bouncing puck. Now goes back to the Jets net. Ekton out to the far side. He tried to pitchfork it ahead. Got it, and the Jets do clear it out to center ice. Under 10 minutes to go, second period. Jets lead at 1-0. And a headman pass. That's going to go on net, so no icing. Left it for Way, back of the net. He'll play it out the far side and does come out to center. Jets take over there. Tried to headman it toward Crab, but didn't get to him. Now Crab does get it, and then he couldn't get a possession of it. Was able to lift the stick away. Amon over there as well. Crab loses an edge. Filing plays it back in the net. This is the line that scored the one goal we've had in this game. They played up the boards, kept it at the point. Donovan plays it right through the middle. Nobody there to get a stick on it for a redirect. Amon plays it down low, though. Oh, then a Jets player got tripped. There was no call. Goes into the corner, and Way will ring it around far side. Donovan there to knock it down, but then it's poked out to center ice.
At least we're getting some time of possession finally.
Yeah. Crab took a hit. Was able to get around it, but couldn't get possession, and then the Capitals ice it again. It does cross the end red line, and an icing call against Des Moines. With 8:51 left to go here in the second period. Jets on top 1-0. Sam Shibig with the goal. Crab and Filing on that line to help him out. Some sort of a delay, I think, an ice issue of some sort. As they're going back to the end boards. Apparently there's some sort of a rut or something right near the end boards there on the Jets side.
Joel, what do you think is going to happen with this building?
Well, I mean, you know, I was all excited because they were talking about replacing it. And I mean, not that I don't like it or anything like that, but it's always nice. I mean, it's been here for a long time. And I don't know. I mean, it seems like the excitement over building something new has kind of waned a little bit here in Des Moines. Of course, they have that Recplex Center that we use for the, for the championship weekend and all, and that's a beautiful facility.
I've never been there.
Really? You hadn't actually made the trip?
No, I haven't. I'm just,
it's a great facility. It is actually somewhat similar to that one that they're trying to build down in Kansas City, in terms of trying to be an all things for all people kind of thing. But, it'd be nice for the Buccaneers Arena to get a refurbish or a replacement.
I hate to lose the character places.
That is true. Right in front, a shot to save. Then the puck was loose for a second, poked out of harm's way and comes all the way out to center ice. A good job by Uvodich to break that up. Just enough of it to get it out to center ice. Here they come again, the Capitals. A shot right on, glove save. Oh, and then I don't know whether or not they're going to call anything or not. The Capital player Hennelly did make contact with Krugel, and he did go down. It wasn't like, vicious or anything like that.
No, it wasn't. I think no call is the best call.
That does seem to be what's going to happen here. So 8:21 to go in the second period. Still 1-0 Kansas City.
It looks to me like Krugel is really focused here so far.
Knock on wood.
It's a darn good thing.
Face off. Smith got the draw. Jets couldn't clear it. It was kept in by Hennelly. And a long shot was sticked aside by Krugel. Goes to the near side boards. Smith couldn't work it free. Now he runs into a man along the near side boards. It's picked up. It comes out in front. A shot and a block at the defense. Otherwise, that was a pretty good look for the Capitals. Jets are able to play it. They're going to clear it down the ice, and it will go across the end red line for an icing call against Kansas City. We're getting near the halfway point of the game at this point. 7:51 to go, second period. We do have a varsity game to get to after this one, and then these two teams hook up again tomorrow morning at 9 and 11. Off the draw. Oh, a screenshot hit the post. Goes wide of the goal, and now the rebound. It's Riggs with one man back. He'll pick up the puck. Oh, he tried to make a move and really overskated. He never really had good possession of the puck. Smith over there to try and help out. He comes away with it, and it's taken away in the near corner, and the Capitals pull up. Corin over there, and now the Capitals again played it across their own zone, but that ended up being a pretty good breakout pass, as it turns out. Logsdon goes down. He lost an edge. Comes along the near side boards. About 4 players over there fighting for it. Omvig came away with it. And it comes down the near side board. Ekton there for Kansas City. Played it up the boards, and it does come out to center ice. 7 minutes left to go in this second period. Reed will dump it into the Kansas City end. Capitals finishing a change. Jets look to break out. They at least get it out to center ice. Not much of a pass, I should say. Capitals take over. Lead pass trying to work into the zone. Now they'll center one. Good play there by Brant Cron. Capitals couldn't get the puck though, and now the Jets take over, and they'll get it out to center ice. Crab couldn't catch up to that puck. Comes loose at center ice. Capitals will take over, and a left wing pass will get knocked into the Jets' end. Back for it, Austin. Across for Ekton in the near side corner. He plays it off the boards, and it goes out of play. So an offensive faceoff coming up here for the Capitals with 6:10 left to go in the second period. We were talking about this Jets team as being, looking better in this game. This is definitely the most confident I've seen this team.
Yes, I'd agree with that totally.
Crab on the draw here.
Whenever I express concern, the coaches go easy. We're making good progress, and I think I see it tonight.
Yeah. Krugel played that in the corner. They center one, but Donovan there to pick it off. He'll play it up the near side boards. Capitals doing a good job here of hemming in the Jets. Amon will try the opposite side, and Corin knocked it down, couldn't get it out. Goes back of the net again. Amon will come up the near side this time. That was knocked down by Logan. Jets get it to the line, can't get it out though. Puck still loose. And it's still right around the top of the circle, comes back out to the line. It was kept in. Steered aside there by Krugel on a shot that was going wide. And the Jets take over. And Amon, nice little left wing pass, gets it into the zone. Shot, and that was wide. Off the end boards, Amon pinches in, goes into the corner with it. Capitals do take over. Jets knock it down. Corin got it in behind the net. Crab over there. He couldn't get a stick on it, though. Good job to muscle it away by the Capitals, and they get it to center ice. Moines takes over again right at their own line, trying to work ahead with it. This is a shot right on and a save, and then a poke check just at the last second on the rebounder. That might have been very dangerous, as Zachary West had a pretty good look there. Now back for Donovan. He'll play it off the sideboards. Goes into the corner. And now out to center ice. Oh, Brenneman, if he could have managed to handle that, he could have maybe had an odd man rush. They were changing across the other way, but who knows? But he couldn't handle it anyway. Henley with it. He'll get it into the zone. Puck is loose, and the Jets just clear it out. 4:10 to go. Nice poke check. Trying to work into Tursky with a step in on goal. A shot. And he missed the net on the near side. It looked like Alford might have gotten a piece of it off the pad. Or he may have just shot it wide. Near side boards. Logsdon able to get it out to center ice. Right wing pass into the zone. Christensen. It was stopped. Comes back in front, and the Jets will just ice it. 3:45 left to go. And both teams will make some changes here.
Yeah, this may be our line change strategy.
Well, like I said, until they change the rule, might as well take advantage of it.
Joe, I think I said this before, but I'm impressed with how well this JV bunch from Des Moines skates.
Yeah, you did, and yes, I am as well. And it's part of it is how well they skate, but also part of it, to me anyway, is how well they play as a team. That you know, they generally are you know, that you don't see them way out of position or anything like that. They always, you know, if one of their guys goes somewhere, somebody else, you know, backs him up and stuff like that.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Puck along the far board. Smith. A couple of players end up going.
How much stronger is Smith on his skates this year?
Yeah. Imagine if he gets a little bulk shot.
Wow.
Screen shot on right on there by Acton, and a save by Alford, and he hangs on.
We'll get some more puberty in that kid. He's going to be the real deal.
There you go. Little HGH maybe. Just how about a lot of turkey this weekend? That helps. Smith on the draw, comes loose, and the Capitals get it. Right wing pass. Oh, a step and a breakaway, trying to work in on goal. A shot and a save by Krugel. The puck was loose on the side, and it was knocked out of harm's way by the Jets defense. Comes back out toward the point. They send it over right side, and a shot that was stopped, never got through. Tell you what, Austin got beat, and he's lucky he didn't get called for a hook or something on the way down as well, because he was definitely impeding the progress of the Capital player, but there was no call. And Krugel came up with a really nice save on the breakaway. Now here's Riggs trying to catch up with it. He's all by himself as the Jets are changing. He'll just play it into the boards, and then he gets played into the boards by Zachary West. But comes up the near side, and again, that right wing pass and coming back the other way. Toit was back, a shot that was from a long distance, and Krugel saw that all the way.
They had a nice trailer there he just didn't play to.
And they've done that a couple of times, going to the weak side, you know, on the breakout to set up an offensive opportunity. And the Jets do send it the length of the ice. It will cross for an icing call with just under 2 minutes left to go. Minute 56 showing on the clock here in Buccaneers Arena. Faceoff will come down to the right of Camden Krugel. Both teams making changes. Crab to take the draw. He wins it cleanly. Donovan tried to play it up the boards, but that was stopped by the Capitals. They have it behind the net. They had a man in front to center to, never could. They'll just play it into the corner. Over for it is Nelson. Now comes back out. He gets it back on the boards, but lost it. And it's poked out to center ice. Henley with it there for the Capitals. Fumbled it a little bit, but did get it into the zone. Taken over by the Jets, and it's sent down the ice. Trying to catch it is Filing. He'll get to it first in the corner. just played it back of the net. We're down to 1:20 left to go in this second period. Puck still behind the goal. Comes squirting in front, but nobody there for the Jets. Good job to keep it in, though, by Amon. Puck bouncing, a shot, and that goes just wide. Off the end boards. Couple of Jets in front. They play it out to Amon again. Wrist shot goes well wide off of a leg. Donovan there. Now back of the net, Shibig, the goal scorer. He couldn't get a stick on it. Capitals in the corner play it back of their net and over for Henley. In the middle, they get it out to center ice. We're down to 45 seconds to go. Nice little poke check there by Nicholson. Donovan plays it around to Amon. He couldn't handle the pass. Goes into the corner. Now comes up the boards and out to center ice. Half a minute to go in the period. We definitely need an ice make here as that puck is sent into the corner. Uvodich, he was able to sneak under a check, tried to center it. Jets do have possession, or at least they did, but it's poked away, and now another breakaway opportunity. One man back, and a shot, another save by Krugel, and he covers up. Donovan just enough to keep him from being able to make a move in front.
But on top of that, thus far, Krugel's just been super.
He really has. 10 seconds left to go. And we're going to get here. Looks like the Capitals are getting a high sticking penalty. Or a slashing penalty, excuse me. And so after a breakaway and all that, it's usually that's when you go on the penalty kill. But the Jets are going to get a power play here.
And I'll say this: thus far, from what I've seen this year, this is the best effort I've seen by this JV team. I haven't seen it all. I know you've seen it all. Yeah. I was interested to think what you think.
Oh, absolutely. Not even close. Christensen goes off for slashing. 10 seconds to go in the period. Obviously, it'll go over. That was blocked in the defense. 5 seconds left on that shot by Ekton Norman, and that's going to do it.
Yeah.
Buzzer sounds, and they'll go to the locker room in a 1-0 game. So Kansas City getting the only goal in the first period, and they've made it count so far anyway. 1-0 is our score after 2 periods of play here at Buccaneers Arena. We'll take a break, come back for the second period intermission, have a chat, coach's conversation with Zach Curry as well when we come back here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Grab your favorite teddy bear and bring your whole family out for a night of fun, charity, and community, as the Kansas City Jets will be hosting the 2nd annual Teddy Bear Takeoff. The Kansas City Jets, the area's premier high school hockey team and defending Midwest high school hockey champions, will be playing the Des Moines Oak Leafs on November 30th at 5:10 p.m. at the Kansas City Ice Center. All teddy bears and proceeds collected will go to local charities that serve children in need. Admission is free. So come out, bring the family, and bring teddy bears or plush toys, and watch them take off.
Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Now let's all say it together. It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo. So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo. This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
I've been in a lot of locker rooms over the years, and you want to know who has the biggest nuts in town? Packer Fastener. I'm talking nuts, bolts, screws, everything commercial contractors and fabricators need, Packer Fastener has it. With the fastest growing threaded fastener inventory in the Kansas City area and more. Tools, safety supplies, abrasives, you name it. Plus, they ship anywhere in the U.S. with hella speed and accuracy. So don't get caught with your pants down. Get the job supplies you need when you need them. Shop PackerFastener.com. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Bicklemeyer Meats, Donovan Service, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Myers Brothers, and Minding the Gap. Each week in public schools, Minding the Gap volunteers mentor children, host a Bible club, and encourage teachers so that children become better readers today and discover hope for tomorrow. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back out to Buccaneers Arena. Joel Becker, Mike Curry as the Kansas City Jets taking on the Des Moines Capitals. We're in the second period intermission. 1-0 is our score. And we've been pretty impressed with the JV performance really from both teams up until now. Only the 1 goal, but that doesn't mean that it hadn't been some pretty good hockey so far.
No, I think this has been excellent. Both teams, and again, I can see why the Capitals are undefeated.
Absolutely.
For a JV club, they skate well, they work well together as a team, and Krugel has been really good. If it weren't for him, this could be a different deal.
Oh, very much. And plus, the Jets have actually gotten lucky a few times to go along with it. Let's take a look at the 1 goal. This was toward the end of the first period. That play was actually offsides, but they didn't call it. And the Jets were able to turn around and go back the other direction. And Crabb will come over and eventually get this puck away here. And it was Filing who knocked it away. And then it comes to Crabb, and as you can see here, he has a pretty good look, and it was a good job by Shibig to come in front. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see it better. So they just play. I mean, well, how about that pass? He's got 2 guys to go in front, including the goaltender, managed to get it through his stick, and the one-timer by Shibig. And that was that's the only goal we've had in this game.
Nice play by Crabb. And, you know, I've been watching him, and he's had a lot of good shifts here in this first 2 periods.
Yeah, he definitely. That line has done very well. Well, you were wondering if your son said anything interesting when we talked to him before the game. So now's your chance to find out. Our coach's conversation with Kansas City Jets assistant coach Zach Curry here in the second period intermission. Once again, it's 1-0 Jets over the Capitals here on Kansas City Jets hockey. It's the coach's conversation. Joel Becker talking with Kansas City Jets assistant coach Zach Curry as we're here in Des Moines this weekend. It's a pretty big test for this Jets team. You feel like this is a team that's prepared for this kind of a weekend?
Absolutely. I think, even this week in practice, this is by far our biggest test of the season. I even think it kind of reminds me of last year when we went into Omaha. We were still kind of figuring out who we were as a team, our identity, both JV and varsity, and then we really went in with our first big test, and we were able to pass that one. So we're looking hopefully to pass this one tonight. Obviously, Capitals, they're good, both teams, and they're always, Des Moines, they're always strong teams. So, we're looking forward to the challenge. challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough couple of weeks with first the Capitals, then the Oak Leafs. But do you think that playing Bochy last week, do you think that was one of those things that, helped the team kind of break out? Or do you think it's one of those things where it makes it a little tougher because you're not used to the game speed that we're probably going to see this week?
I think, I think it's definitely a double-edged sword, right? I think, even for a JV team, I think we were able to kind of get things rolling. We were able to get some good power play looks, some good practice on the penalty kill for then when we do go in the big games and, where, if we're playing 5-on-5 tight, which was going to happen tonight, then we're really going to rely on our special teams. And I think definitely, with those games, you can look at it one way, but then you can also look at it as an opportunity for a team to get rolling.
So how do you feel this year, kind of settled into the coaching role? Have you kind of established what your duties are going to be and that kind of thing, or are you still kind of feeling it out this year?
So pretty much, as far as the JV squad, I'm overseeing the defensive core, and then helping out in the PK a little bit, and then as far as
they know what you played like when you were playing, right?
Yes, but
they put you in charge of defense.
I know, right? No,
okay.
But it's all good. No, I've honestly it's been so awesome for me to really, because you really view the game different when you really focus on the back end. So it's been great for just to have an extra tool as a coach and to really kind of get all three zones of the game. And then for varsity, I'm just overseeing the penalty kill, and honestly on varsity I try to learn as much as I can from Coach Emmons, Coach Ratto, and just take it all in.
And the thing about that is that being the kind of player you were, you actually can tell defense this is what to look out for, because this is the sort of thing I did. When I saw a defenseman do this, I knew I had him here. You can pass that along.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. No, it's been great.
All right, so for today, what kind of goals or what are you looking at as keys to the game?
I think for today, for the JV group, we're just looking for a full 3-period effort, right? 5-man units in all 3 zones of the ice, right? And we're just competing. Whichever direction the game goes, that's all we're kind of asking. And then for varsity, this is that big test, and I think tonight is where we really take a step forward and getting closer to and being prepared for March.
All right, so we'll see how it goes. Good luck today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joel.
All right, that's assistant coach Zach Curry. I'm Joel Becker, and this is the Jets Hockey Network. And we are back live at the Buccaneers Arena here in this second period intermission. Jets leading the Capitals 1-0. What'd you think?
I thought our effort's been really good.
I'm talking about how Zach did in his interview.
Zach did. Yeah. Zach's kind of telling us the obvious, though. Come on, Zach, give us some more insight.
He's no
the
Tony
one thing
Romo.
about Zach was so funny on penalty kill.
Yeah.
And in his whole career, his varsity career, he played one penalty kill shift, and it was like a mistake that he ran out in it was in Waterloo, it was an away game. He goes down the ice. Dawson Engel steals the puck, goes down, slides across, he scores. And his shorthanded goal and his only penalty kill shift. There was always the joke down the bench that Gary used to always, we'd go down with a penalty, and he'd always look at Zach and go, Zach, go out in the lobby and get a hot dog.
Well, like I said, if he was going to be out on a penalty kill situation, that would be what I'd be looking for is a shorthanded goal. But at any rate, all right, so we are here in the second period intermission. When the third period starts, the Jets are actually going to have 1:50 left of power play time. They have been kind of living dangerously in this game. We've had the one goal, and they've done a good job of trying to play as good a defensive game as they had. And as you mentioned, Camden Krugel has really been standing on his head so far in this game. But you'd feel a lot better if you could if you get yourself a little insurance.
I'd feel a lot better if time of possession wasn't so lopsided right now too. But it was just going to have to be maximum effort every shift, because you left down on one shift, they're going to score.
Yeah. And or at least they certainly could have, and they've had a couple of opportunities to do that. All right, we're going to take a break and come back for the third period right after this. This is Kansas City Jets hockey.
Mom, are you going to let her get away with that?
It's
just a shopping cart.
So what's your shopping cart? What's wrong with you? Are you a chicken?
But
Mom, you're such a wimp.
what?
What's wrong with you? Stand up for yourself. Go over there and give her a good smack. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. She's a goon. Give her a taste of her own medicine.
Got a gun?
With those words, David Allen Crockett, a retired police officer who simply wanted to be left alone, finds his seclusion shattered by his friend therapist Ruby Lacoste. At Ruby's request, Crockett agrees to teach one of her clients, Rachel Moore, how to defend herself with a handgun. During the course of those lessons, Crockett and Rachel begin an intimate relationship. When Rachel is found dead from an apparent suicide, Crockett is devastated and tries to slink back into a self-imposed seclusion. But things get complicated when Crockett is contacted by Rachel's aunt, who believes the suicide was staged and claims she has the name of the murderer. Together, Crockett and Ruby begin an investigation that leads them into a world of treachery, deceit, and death. Fear of the Father, Call Me Crockett, the first book in the Crockett series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Hi. Hey. This kid's potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base. I mean, that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher, and look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
Welcome back out to the Buccaneer Arena here in Urbandale. Joel Becker along with Mike Curry on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Capitals from Des Moines. They're still finishing off the second period intermission, waiting the officials and then the teams to get back out on the ice before we play our last 15 minutes. As I mentioned before, the Jets will have a 1:50 of power play time when they start things off in this third period, hoping to get perhaps an insurance goal going into it. I also mentioned a little bit earlier, after this game, we do have, of course, the varsity contest. And, Mike, I think, well, it'll be interesting. They're going to have to do without one of their key defensemen in this game tonight.
Well, we're going to be out with the best defenseman in the league.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's happens to coincide with his end-of-season football banquet.
Yeah, and he needs to be at his football banquet. He's had a great high school football career, and he needs to be there and soak in the accolades, which I'm sure he's going to get there.
No doubt.
What a great kid. He's going to end up strong here in his hockey career, and I believe that before it's over, Josh Makowicz will score more goals than any during this season than any defenseman we've had in the 18 years of the program.
I can believe that. What do you you can't really count Jake Mitchell on that when he did play some defense, but he was also a forward. Because I think that was the guy who technically has that record.
Well, but I don't think it
counts.
Not on its defense. It's just, who knows? Jake was such an important part of this program, and here we are talking probably to a lot of the current people and the current parents and relatives, and I hope we don't bore them too much with talking about names they probably don't even.
Well, here's the name that they may or may not recognize, but he was certainly a big part of the Jets as a defenseman, and that was Matt. How much did he have? What was his, like? He wasn't really known as a scorer, but
I think I honestly think as a defenseman he had 10 goals. I think that
in a
right
year?
now,
Yeah.
without going back and look, you know how Scabona could rattle that.
He'd know
could rattle that off easily. But I think he had 10 his senior year. But I think Josh is going to far surpass that, and records are made to be broken.
I was going to say, doesn't he already have 7 or 8, I think, this year?
It's just...
Yeah.
He's just...
Well, that shot, I mean, you were here last week with that. I mean, that shot he has, you know, with, let's say, you know, when we were playing Bogey, scored 2 goals in, like, 20 seconds or something like that. And I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, I was down there watching the game with you, and I think what I tell you, I felt sorry for the stick.
Yeah.
Oh. But he's just been a super player, and he's going to finish strong. And this team, we've got really two weapons that I looked at, and I'm getting ahead of myself. We should be concentrating on JV here, but as good as ZP has been in goal, and Josh's leadership with a lot of really inexperienced defensemen out there with him is really going to be the key on how we do.
Very much.
Okay, well, let's get back to this game.
I was just going to say, so we got 1:50 of power play time to start off here in the third period.
I just hope we can do the good zone entry, get it clean, and put some pressure on them.
The main thing I want to see us do, I mean, sure, it would be great if we could manage to get a power play goal here or an insurance goal at some point. But, I want to see us play smart hockey, because really the only challenges we've had in this game has been a couple of times where, we had a defenseman get caught flat-footed a couple of times over there at the far point where it was just poked on the other side of him and led to a breakaway the other way. We had a couple of times where we, tried to put the puck in the middle of our own zone, which, to me, it's like if we can just avoid that sort of stuff, I'll be happy.
Right, and there's a couple times, two separate times, if they would have looked at their trailer, we'd have been in trouble.
Well, and a couple of times where the puck was just sort of laying there, too. All right, so power play for the Jets. We are underway in the third period. It can be difficult to start off a period on the man advantage. And we'll see if the Jets
you're
can.
right about that. It never seems to work out well.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, some of it is just the ice.
Yeah.
A lot of times the ice is, the puck will stick because it's wet or whatever. They do a pretty good job here of.
Well, this building's so cold
right
now that I don't think we're going to have any of that problem.
But, the Jets, I mean, we've already played 30 seconds and they haven't even managed to get beyond the red line yet. So that's not a good thing. Ekton does kick this one in. And here's Smith with the puck. So the Jets try and set up things on the power play here. And that comes back out to the point. Ekton's shot was stopped by Omvig and then sent the length of the ice. It's going wide, sent to the corner by Krugel. Ekton over there had it taken away. Omvig shorthanded. They try and play it in front. It was poked away by Nicholson. And here's Riggs with the puck. He'll work in. 55 seconds to go in the power play. Around on the near side for Smith. And it's played back out point. Ekton is shot through the legs of a defenseman and right on. A save by Alford, and he hangs on. It was a screen shot, but he saw it a long way before it ever got to him.
The old high school, let's shoot between the legs for the point shot.
Hey, no such thing as a bad shot on goal. 44 seconds to go in the man advantage. Petersky on the draw, couldn't win it. The Capitals sent it down the ice. Out of the net, Krugel will leave it for Amon. Out there with Austin. Brenneman on left wing. And now it's dumped in by Koren, who's also out there with Tatarsky. Puck back of the net. And again, the Capitals able to get it out to center ice. Austin back for it. He'll play catch with his defensive partner, but they can't get it out of the zone again. 10 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Time for maybe one more rush. Not if you hand it right to their defense and they dump it the length of the ice. So that'll do it. Jets 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Capitals 0 for 1. And now they'll get back to 5-on-5 hockey as Tatarsky works in on left wing. Dumps it into the corner. Took a hit. Puck now in the corner again. They play it back out toward the point. Amon a shot. That got through, but wide of the goal. Austin kept that in. Big hit along the side boards. Crowd's crying a little bit. Hit by Koren. Brenneman able to come away with it. He played it toward the middle. That was broken up, though, as West able to get it away. And now now there's a big hit on West as he tried to come across the middle. Brenneman has it there. A shot and a good kick save by Alford on that quick shot. Now Brenneman, he spun his way off a check, and then the Capitals will ice the puck.
Yeah, it's good to see them ice out of desperation.
So Pretty good hit right across the middle of the ice. Those can seem a little dangerous, but you know that's why they tell guys like Zachary West not to go across the middle right at your own blue line like that. Led to a good opportunity for the Jets. 12:15 to go, regulation time. Jets on top 1-0. First of 4 this weekend against the Capitals. Puck in the corner. Shibig over there couldn't get a stick on it. Capitals take over and they get out to center ice. It's played ahead by Nelson. Now into the zone. Opp. And he tried to play it in front. That was broken up. Chucky back of the net. Now Shibig's knocked down along the boards. Gets the puck back. And he'll play it up left wing and it'll come out to center ice. This play is a delayed offsides. Capitals finally realize it, go to tag up, and the Jets do get it out to center ice just barely. And it comes back into the Kansas City end. Shibig will backhand it out. And we get a whistle. And we're going to get an interference call on the Capitals, I believe. Behind the play, I think it was Crab's stick, who was, and it was, his stick was knocked away from him by a Capitals player, and that's where that comes from. So it is going to be Opp, Caden Opp, who gets the penalty. But it was simply that Crab had lost his stick and the Capital player just swatted the stick down the ice. Unfortunately, that's against the rules, especially if the guy's going for it. And so the Jets get another power play here. Big opportunity for Kansas City. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Smith on the draw. The puck was loose in the dot for a minute, and the Capitals get it and dump it down the ice. It's going to go on net. And Krugel left it. That always scares me when the goaltender tries to play it when the puck is actually going on net like that. You and I have both seen it too many times. Krugel left it for Ekton, back of the net. Jets will try and set things up. Already half a minute gone by in the man advantage. Nicholson had it knocked away. They've had a hard time really setting anything up. Riggs finally will get to the red line and dump it in. The Jets will chase.
Hard time getting in the zone.
Right. They haven't, gotten it in deep, and they haven't gone on the forecheck. They do now, though, and here's a shot right on by Norman. And a shoulder save by Alford. Puck comes loose in the middle, and it's knocked out of harm's way and down the ice by the Capitals, and they'll change their penalty kill. 10.5 minutes to go, regulation time. No icing here as it goes down the length of the ice. Puck into the corner. Jets with a man advantage for another 50 seconds. Smith over there trying to work it free. Along the end boards. Warren tries to go help out. Puck still over there. It's a good job by Behrens to be ragging the puck and taking away power play time. Half a minute. Puck squirts toward the middle, but the Jets can't do anything with it as Norman couldn't get a stick on it. Comes back in the Kansas City end. Back for it, Nicholson. Oh, he had it knocked down as he tried to play it. Comes right through the middle of the ice. But the Jets do take over in Ekton. He'll get to the red line. Now into the zone. He's 1-on-4. Gets knocked down. The puck comes to the near boards. The Capitals will send it to the line. And it does come out to center ice. Corrin knocked it back in. Jets do tag up as the penalty now over on the interference call to Opp. So Capitals, or I should say the Jets 0 for 3 on the power play. They do have the 1-0 lead with 9:15 left to go in the third period. Puck along the near side boards. One thing that did happen last time the Jets had an opportunity on the power play is it helped them offensively overall. That sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. Can't get it out of the zone here. Oh boy, down low. Nelson almost had an opportunity there, but the pass was too far in front of him. Goes into the corner. Trying to work it free is Ryan Logan. Now the Jets take over and they'll work out to center. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Trying to work into the zone. Brenneman now comes to Tursky. He had a bouncing puck, couldn't handle it. Brenneman again in the corner. Tried to play it back in the net. He did have Corrin in front. Couldn't get it to him. Comes back out right point though. Long shot Donovan. Wrist shot goes well wide. Not sure if it hit anything on the way in. Ended up being a big hit to Tursky. Although he wasn't really trying to hit Nelson, he just kind of ran into him. Comes back the other way, shot right on, and a save by Krugel, and he hangs on.
That hit was a note to self, keep your head up. I guess there's no way for us under this new scoring system they have in the league, which I won't even comment on. That I just wonder what the shots are.
I don't know. Like I said, in a lot of places we go, they have it up on the scoreboard. Jets again denied the ability to make a late change. Shibig will come in and take this draw. And he wins it, actually, although it comes loose in the circle. And a shot, Henley, or excuse me, that was, yeah, it was Henley. And it comes loose in front. And boy, another great opportunity there for the Capitals that Krugel denies them. Rolling around. Puck into the corner. Now goes out to the far side. Capitals dangerous here, but it squirts out to center ice. Lucky for the Jets. Half a period left to go. Here's Christensen with it. He drops it. Henley from the point of shot. Oh, that was redirected. And Krugel makes the save. Popped up in the air, and he catches it. With 7:34 left to go, regulation time.
I think it's going to be a long 7 minutes, partner.
Well, and you got to figure that the Capitals are due for a power play. The Jets have had the last two. In fact, they may have had the last three. Trying to work ahead with it. Norman. He'll play it ahead. Somebody's lost a stick. That was a Capital defenseman. Puck comes loose out to center ice. Toit there with it. He'll send it across for Chucky. Works into the zone. Tried to get it in deep. Couldn't get it very deep. Now it's poked past Norman down the far or near side boards. Toit comes over to knock it down.
It's a good thing he did.
Yeah, he could have had a breakaway the other way, or an odd man rush anyway. Chucky plays it in the middle, and it comes off of a skate. Toit plays it off the glass and out to center. Riggs over there couldn't get a stick on it. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Big hit along the near side boards. Puck comes loose, and it's taken by Toit. Well, I thought for a minute he might do a blind backhand pass, and that could have been dangerous, but he didn't, so good for him. And it's taken there by West. Now it's Omvik. He'll try and work in. Omvik through the middle, makes a nice move in on goal. A shot, he put it wide on the short side. And it goes down into the corner. Now there's going to be a penalty on the Jets. Delayed call and a shot right on, save. And they touch up, and we'll get a whistle. I think it's going to be an interference, or no, it's a kneeing call. And so with 6:17 left to go, Capitals are going to get their second opportunity on the power play, as Nicholson is going to go off. So
hey, you're going to have to gut it up for a couple of minutes.
I was just going to say, they did a pretty good job on their first penalty kill. But a lot at stake on this one. Capitals get the draw. Puck goes back of the Jets net, out to the near side, trying to play it up the boards, and they do. Ended up being a good play by Corin. Get it down the ice. Corin out there with Smith, Austin, and Ekton for the Jets. And they can't get it out, but it does come right to Ekton, who sends it the length of the ice. Half a minute gone by in the power play already. Capitals look to set it up. They'll send it all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call. That could have gone either way, to be honest. Austin was in the general vicinity, but he was unable to, or at least they ruled he wasn't able to play it. So he didn't end up getting the icing, or they didn't nullify the icing, I should say. Riggs now out there with Norman. Still Ekton and Austin on the points for this penalty kill unit. Puck in the neutral zone. It is taken by Christensen. He'll work in on right wing. Now goes back of the net. Out to the near side. They'll play it back out to the point west. His shot. Oh, and a good stick save by Krugel on that screen shot. Didn't see it for a lot of the way through. Now they play it across. And a nice little steal by the Jets as they get lucky. As Logsden had an opportunity and fanned on the shot. Austin will come off, and the defenseman gets replaced by Amon. And now here's Omvik. He'll try and work in. Oh, he tried to go coast to coast, had it poked away at the last second.
They poked away, but he has some skill.
He does. He's made some good runs. Half a minute to go in the power play. 4:40 in regulation time. Here's West with it. Sharp angle. It comes loose in front. Jets take over and send it down the ice. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage.
God, that's been a long 2 minutes.
And play it up the far side. Corrin will send it down low. Penalty is over. Capitals 0 for 2 on the power play. 4 minutes left to go. 1-0 the score. Jets on top. Corrin able to knock it down. They get it into the zone. Tatursky over there. He'll just play it in deep. Back behind the net is West. He'll just play it up the near side boards. Christensen over there. Got it out to center. Knocked down by Amon. And now here's Tatursky. Had to wait for somebody to get onside. Did. Gets it in deep. Corrin after for it. Oh, he took a man down. Could have gotten a trip there. No call. And the puck near the line does come out to center ice. Oh, that pass was intercepted. Coming into the zone is Christensen. Amon is back. Christensen tried to center it. That went off a leg and ended up going all the way to the far side boards. Capitals dangerous here, though. Backhand shot that hit traffic in front, and the Jets are just going to ice this one. With 3:13 left to go. 3:10 as the whistle blows. Obviously, as we get closer to the 90-second mark, we'll try and keep an eye on Zach Alford to see whether or not they decide to pull their goalie, or at what point they do in this 1-0 game. Off the draw, comes right back out to the point. That was blocked, and it's poked away. Race to the puck, Brenneman. And a good job by the defense to beat him to it, but then centered by Norman, and that was broken up. Goes all the way back into the Jets' end, and Ekton has to go back for it. He'll retreat behind his own net. Down to 2:50 left to go. And it's played, not out. Glove down by the Capitals. They keep it in. Norman over there came back out west. The shot went well wide. Rebound comes out the far side. It's taken there by Cron. Cron back of the net. He tried to play it out to the point. Does West. He didn't have a lane, so he just played it into the corner. Jets take over. It bounces out to center ice. Brenneman there. He'll work on right wing and dump it in after he gets to the red line. 2:15 left to go. Puck in the corner. Oh, goes off a skate and toward the net a little bit wide. And now it's Ekton with the puck, and he goes for a skate in his own zone. Cross for Austin. Up the boards, Norman. He couldn't handle the pass. Now it's picked off, and Tatursky will dump it in. Less than 2 minutes to go. Goes back of the net. Tatursky over there. Capitals come away with it. They play it, and it comes out to center ice. Christensen trying to work in, had it poked away. Omvig carries on. He's got a step and a nice poke check at the last second by Chucky to break that up, and Omvig goes hard into the end boards. Jets clear it out to center ice. Minute and a half left to go. And it's poked in.
They're good. Goalie's off.
Yep, goalie's going to the net, and he's off now, so it's a sixth attacker. Puck comes out to the neutral ice area. Oh, the Capitals lose it, and Tatursky trying to get a loose puck, and he couldn't get a shot on goal with that gaping empty net. Capitals take over. Up ahead, this is Cron. He'll work in. Has a step in on goal. A shot, a blocker save by Krugel as he just got a piece of that one. We're down to less than a minute left to go. Capitals dangerous, trying to walk in front. It was broken up by the Jets. Comes back out to the right point. Long shot. That was stopped in front. Then a turnaround shot also stopped. I think both times it was actually a Capital player that blocked their own teammate shot. 40 seconds to go. Comes back out to Way. Another shot. That goes wide, but the rebound comes off the end boards in front. The Jets goalie has lost his stick. There's a penalty coming up. It'll be on the Jets.
You know what?
To be quite honest, that's actually one of the best things that could have happened there.
Because we can ice the puck now.
Well, and not only that, the goaltender had no stick. I'd just as soon have, and it's Nicholson who's not happy with it. He's getting called for hooking. With 30 seconds left to go. It'll be 6-on-4. That's a big deal. But like you said, we can just ice the puck, and I do believe the Capitals are going to call timeout here.
Joel, regardless what happens in this last 30 seconds, and again, you've seen, I've seen a lot of the action of this JV team, but you've seen it all. This, to me, from what I've seen this year, is by far and away the best effort they've had.
Oh, for this year? No question. Yeah, not even close.
Let's just hope Ratto gets his best face-off guy down there, win the face-off, send her down.
You know, the funny thing is that the guys who have actually won the most faceoffs are the ones who have come in after our regular guy got kicked out. Shipping won, and
I've noticed that, but I wasn't going to say anything.
That happens a lot. That even happens actually in NHL hockey. You see that all the time. So, power play obviously for the Capitals. Hooking the call on Jasper Nicholson. His second trip to the box here.
Like you said, though, that was fine.
Yeah. There's one thing about hockey, you and I have talked about this in the past, that I've never liked the idea of any sport in which taking a penalty is actually an advantage. But it happens in almost every sport.
Yeah, in every sport.
So 6-on-4 with the empty net to our left. 30.2 seconds. Omvig to take this draw, and Smith won it cleanly. And they played up the boards, but it was knocked down by Way. And now Logsden played it right through the middle. Oh, and then a nice job to clear it out, and there's going to be a penalty now coming up, and that's going to probably do it. 14.3 seconds left to go. The faceoff's going to have to come all the way down into the Capitals' end, as it was just one of those things where they tried to make a pass and they didn't put enough on it. And as Way could see that the Jets were going to get to it. I think that was Smith over there who got to it, and he was taken down. It was a bit of an iffy call, to be honest.
You notice I'm not saying they'll just do it.
Well, it's close. 14.3. They're going to have to put the goalie back in, obviously, for the face-off. And it'll be 4-on-4. Eventually, it'll be 5-on-4 if they can get their goalie off. But with 14.3 seconds left, they don't have a whole lot of time. There is a discussion going on right now over on the Capitals bench with the referee. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I'm sure he's asking for a clarification. More than anything, I imagine this is just a nice, smart technique for giving his team a timeout here, basically. But to be honest, let me
see who's got out there.
Well, he's got Smith and Norman, Austin and Ekton.
Okay.
Same guys he had out before. And Smith won the draw again. 10 seconds left to go. They played up the boards. It is poked ahead. 3-on-1 trying to work in. Christensen across, and it was blocked to the defense. The Jets ice it, and that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds, and the Kansas City Jets have handed the Des Moines Capitals their first loss, 1-0 here at Buccaneers Arena.
Love it. We got a lot of breaks in this game, but our guys worked hard. They deserve it.
Absolutely.
And Joel, over the years, you and I and the program so concentrate on varsity, and we look at our JV teams as development teams. So we've never really had we never really look and try to think what's been huge wins that they've had. But I would say for this bunch and for our program as we go forward, I think this was huge.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's great, and it could make a big difference for the season. There's our play of the game. Obviously, it was the one and only goal that was scored in the game.
You know, it may be our play of the game, but our player of the game is our goaltender.
Oh, no question.
Krugel was outstanding.
It was. Here's the goal, though, that was scored. It's a great play by Filing right there for that poke check, and then Crab across for Shibig, who was able to beat Alford, and that was the only goal that was scored. It happened in the first period, and the Jets end up with that 1-0 final. So pretty impressive all the way around. You still have to give a lot of credit to this Capital team. It's not like they played poorly. They played very well. Could have very easily had a goal or two in this one and won the game. And the Jets did a good job of coming up with the victory. So good job. We're going to wrap things up for our JV game. As you know, the varsity game is coming right up in about roughly 25 minutes or so. We'll come on pretty much after the anthem, after the lineups and whatnot. So give us about a half an hour and we'll be back for game number 2 today. The Jets win it 1-0 over the Des Moines Capitals here on Kansas City Jets hockey.
You're passing. You got to support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the board. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.